Hello, my name is Chavi Mishra. I have done my BSc and B.Ed. I have also qualified Central Teacher Eligibility Test, which is conducted by CBSE. I have been working for CBSE school with both primary and upper primary grades for last 2 years. Now I would like to solve a doubt of class 6th mensuration chapter. So let's jump into the question. If the length and breadth of a rectangle is 12 meter and 5 meter respectively, then find its area, perimeter and diagonal. First of all, I would like to tell you about the properties of rectangle. So let's make a rectangle first of all. So this is a rectangle. So this is a rectangle. So the rectangle here, in the rectangle here, this is the length, this portion where my cursor is moving, and this is the width. So in a rectangle, the length, this length and this length is equal, means the opposite sides of a rectangle are always equal and parallel, means this is also parallel to this, means these both sides never intersect each other, and here is always a right angle. Right angle means 90 degree. Okay, and the diagonal bisect each other and they are also equal. So the diagonals also bisect each other, means this diagonal is equals to the length of this diagonal. Now, so the question said that find out its area. So the area here, length into breadth, means here the length is 12 meter and the breadth is 5 meter. So I will write it here. This is 12 length and this is breadth, this is 5. So the length is 12 and the breadth is 5. 12 multiply 5 gives you 60, and we also put the unit here, meter square. How I write meter square, not meter? Because here both length and breadth are multiplied. It is also 12 meter and it is also 5 meter. When we multiply this, then meter multiplied meter and it gives you meter square. The second part says, tell me about the perimeter. So there's a difference between the perimeter. So the perimeter is basically the boundaries of the figure. The boundary of this figure is the perimeter. And what is area? The area is the space occupied by this rectangle. So the space occupied by this is the yellow portion. The whole yellow portion is the area, and the surface which is occupied by this rectangle is the area, which is 60 meter. We have find it in the first part, and the perimeter is the boundary of this line. Okay, kids, how we can find out the perimeter? First of all, we all know that about the perimeter, that is the formula of 2L plus B. But how this formula originates? Let's take it here. Sorry, this is the breadth and this is the length. So here is two breadth, one this breadth, second this breadth, and two length, one this length, and second this length. I have told you earlier that the boundary of the figure is the perimeter. The boundary of the figure is the perimeter. So here there is two length and two breadth. So we just write it here, two length plus two breadth. Okay, so we will take out 2 is common and length plus breadth. That's how the perimeter originates. So now in the question, the length is here 12 and the breadth is here 5. Okay, so 12 plus 5 gives you 17, and 17 multiplied 2 gives you 34. Okay, I hope you will get what is the difference between the area and the perimeter. And the third part says, let's find out the diagonal. Okay, now as usual, all kids know about what's the formula of diagonal. It is L square plus B square under root. Okay, so pardon about my writing. Now how I wrote this formula, let's understand also this. So here there was a mathematician who told us about the Pythagoras theorem. In a Pythagoras theorem, it is said that if this is a right angle triangle, so first of all, we have to learn about the Pythagoras theorem. The Pythagoras says that if there is a right angle triangle and this is the base, means B, and this is the perpendicular A, then the square of base and the perpendicular, and if we sum that, it is equals to the square of this. So here I have write A square plus B square gives you C square. Now if we find out only C, I don't need C square, I need only the C, this length, this hypotenuse. So I will take a under root of A square and B square is equals to C. Now find out the diagonal. So just take a eye on this figure. This is also a right angle triangle. I have told you about the properties of a rectangle. In a rectangle, all the sides are opposite and parallel, and the angle of the corners are 90 degree. So here this is also a 90 degree, and this is the base, this is perpendicular, and this is hypotenuse. So we will put it in here, and now we will get the answer. So L square is 12 square, and the B given here is 5. So under root 12 square is 144, and 5 square is 25. If you don't know about exactly how I do the square, let's multiply 12 into 12, and you will, when you multiply 2 multiply 2, 4, 2 multiply 1, 2, multiply 2, and that's how I get 144. Exactly in the same way you can multiply 5 square, you will get 25. I've tell you about this. So 144 and 25 gives you 169. You can leave it here also, you will get your answer, but the square root of 169 is 13. The square root of 169 is 13. It is 13 meter. So the diagonal of this rectangle is 13 meter. I hope you will get your answer. Thank you, kid.